Ladies and gentlemen, believers, hivelings, and everyone in between, I am your host, the Golden Warrior, aka the Golden Champ, aka the Hive Father, and this is the Golden Report. And as you can also see, I got my second of three shirts on that I got for my birthday. This is my Los Ingobernables de Japón shirt, and I'm very proud of it. So yeah, so we got some stuff to cover for you today. We got some more tag league results, as well as Impact Wrestling results. So, where do you want to start? You want to start with tag league? Oh, with me as always is the ruler of all hosts, Donovan Cartwright. And where do you want to start, buddy? How you been, Donovan? Oh, great. Anyway, so also, first piece of news is the Cowboys won last night. Cowboys beat the Saints, probably the best team in the NFL, and we beat them 13-10. So there's that. And then, extra, even better, Rosemary. Her birthday was yesterday. She's 35. She's 35 years old now. I can't. So happy. I tried to send her a message on Twitter, and I didn't get anything. So that's great news. Anyway, I think I lost my co-host for a second. Anyway, so let's jump into some of the tag league results. Last night on the 29th, on the 29th, here are the league matches that went down. Sanada and Evil defeated Toriano and Tomohiro Ishii. You back?
Yeah, you heard I had to be right back real quick.
Yeah. So I'm going through the tag league results from last night, from this morning and yesterday morning, the 29th and the 30th. Yeah, and so Sanada and Evil defeated Toriano and Tomohiro Ishii. Zack Sabre Jr. and Taichi defeated Minoru Suzuki and Takashi Iizuka. That was a good match. It really was. Like I said, I'd never seen it. I mean, I'd never seen it until them in the same ring against each other. I mean, I know it's happened before, but this is my first time actually watching how it played out, and it went very well. Afterwards, they all fist bump each other. Everybody except for the Killer Elite Squad came out there and fist bumped each other as far as Suzuki-gun goes. Togi Makabe and Toa Hanare defeated the Best Friends by DQ. That's weird. The Guerrillas of Destiny defeated Yujiro Takahashi and Hangman Page. Satoshi Kojima and Hiroyoshi Tenzan defeated the Killer Elite Squad, but they were pissed. Finjuice defeated Manabu Nakanishi and Yuji Nagata. And then Jeff Cobb and Michael Elgin defeated Shota Umino and Ayato Yoshida. So right now, the team at the top. This is according to what the site I'm on. This is according to F4WOnline.com. According to this, Evil and Sanada are at the top with 12. Ishii and Yano are in second place with 10. Guerrillas of Destiny have 10. Zack Sabre Jr. and Taichi have 10. KES, the Best Friends, Finjuice, Elgin, and Cobb have 8. Hangman and Yujiro, Minoru and Takashi, Hiroyoshi and Satoshi each have 6. Togi Makabe and Togi Hanare have 4. Yuji Nagata and Manabu Nakanishi have 2. And Ayato Yoshida and Shota Umino have 0. Still.
So who's winning right now?
Evil and Sanada. They're on the way to become 2-time champs, back-to-back champions.
Well, winners.
Yeah.
They're going to win the Tag League trophy because in Japan they actually do give you your trophy, unlike Naomi.
Yeah, they actually care. They actually care about tag team wrestling over there.
Well, no. saying that they actually give out the trophies and title shots every month, because that's kind of the precipice of having these divisional things.
Exactly.
I'm kind of surprised we don't have a 6-man tag league tournament.
You mean talking about for the Never belt?
Yeah, or even juniors too. Like, why can't we? I know Japan has a lot going on, and that would be a lot like for event, and they already have a lot.
It makes sense. It makes sense. Like, but
I don't think they have enough 6-man teams to really do that.
Yeah, because I feel like the 6-man teams they do have, they fight like every other day. You know, not every other day, but it's like they don't team as often in a 6-man as you would a 2-man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I'd still like Chaos, Suzuki Gun, Bullet Club, Elite, and Chaos all have like brilliant 6-man teams.
Yeah. Yeah, so it'd be interesting.
We also need Isaac in there too.
Yeah, somehow. I'm looking at the same thing for this one. In this one though, the Grizz of Destiny did face Evil and Sonata. This is from this morning. Yeah, this is from this morning. So you got from this morning, Evil and Hanare and Makabe defeated Yoshida and Umino. The Best Friends defeated Nakanishi and Nagata. Finjuice defeated Tenkozi. Suzuki Gun defeated wow, that's the name they're going by? I didn't realize that. Suzuki Gun defeated the team of Hangman and Yujiro, which are going by the name of Dick and Balls. I didn't know that. So that's funny. KES defeated Suzuki Gun to Taichi and Zack Sabre Jr. Lost to Davey Boy and Lance Archer. Chaos, Ishii and Yano defeated Cobb and Elgin. God defeated LIJ. That's Evil and Sonata. And then the Bullet Club, Fale, Gato, Jay White, and Taiji Shimori defeated Okada and Rocky. Hiroshi Tanahashi and Kushida in a main event. So there's that. Fun time.
I think that sounds.
So what?
I actually like that.
Yeah. So this is fun. It's really good. And now, so last night, do we have any questions so far? I hope I didn't go too fast. But so are we still sticking with the same prediction of Evil and Sonata winning this thing? Because that's who I picked to win the thing.
Yeah, that's who we both picked.
Yeah.
I don't really see why they would change it.
I mean, if anything, the final is probably going to be them for Evil and Sonata against KES. I'm pretty sure that's the way it's shaping up to be, but not sure, to be honest. But because they're sitting at the top by themselves again, so. But even if they don't win Tag League, I'll be surprised if I don't see them win the tag titles like early 2019. You know? Or at least be back in the title picture. So, as far as the tag team titles go, I'd be very shocked to see that. So do we have any questions right now? No? No? All right. And nobody's joined on the live feed, so I'm not too upset. So, Impact went down last night. It was a pretty stacked night, to be honest with you. The Lucha Brothers faced on Rick Swann and Willie Mack. They, of course, naturally take a wild guess at who won. I wish. But they pulled it up. I can't even finish this. Phoenix and Pentagon got the win. And then after the match, LAX came out and congratulated the Lucha Brothers for their win, and then they challenged them. And then LAX challenged the Lucha Brothers to a match at Homecoming for the Impact Tag Team Championships. So, yeah, that's going to be good. Conan was not happy. Yeah, he was not happy because he didn't want them to face him. But that's what we're getting at Homecoming. So we're going to see what comes of that.
What, LAX versus the Lucha Brothers?
Yeah, that's what's coming at Homecoming for the tag team titles. Should be good.
So Phoenix is going to be there?
Yeah, well, mind you, it's taped. Oh, you mean at Homecoming?
I don't know if that's taped or not. I don't think it's been taped yet.
Oh, well, Homecoming, yeah, I don't know about Homecoming. You're talking about with he just being injured, a groin injury for like 6 months or whatever, however long? Yeah, I'm not too sure.
It's in 6 weeks, I think.
Weeks? Oh. Well, if it's weeks, he might make it. He might make it. Yeah, he might make it. The next thing to happen, Jordan Grace and Katrina had another match. I could sense your, not frustration, but your why. No, that's what that sounded like. Jordan Grace won with a bear hug on Katrina again, because that's how she won last time.
I'm just tired of it.
Yeah, it's getting kind of downplayed. Backstage, one of the referees told one of the referees went to Tessa Blanchard and told her to respect his authority. That's going to come into play later. Tommy Dreamer had an interview about Eli Drake for their match later in the night. He according to this is from WrestlingInc.com. He said he just goes in on him, saying about Tough Enough. It's poor, how he was a bad Impact Heavyweight Champion. He even called him a dummy. Yeah. That's actually pretty funny.
Tommy Dreamer is still like the best. That's why he's still around.
Yeah, and then he says he says he's gonna come out on top, and then he said how Eli Drake needs new insults other than fat shaming. So, hey Danny, we got Daniel Macias says, so was JBL drunk tweeting Cody last night? Apparently, I haven't seen that, but I think he was, because I heard some news about how Cody downed JBL over something.
Well, JBL is kind of the centerfold of a lot of problems in the business.
Let me see this thing. Let me see. Okay, we're here. I found it. So this is according to ProWrestling.com. He said JBL attacks Cody Rhodes on Twitter, says the American Nightmare is a tool. He said here's the first thing he says. He says, okay, not wanting a comeback, but I could beat Cody Rhodes any day in any match, just like I could have beaten his daddy. It's simple math. Now back to my @Dallas Cowboys. Then he said Rose did not respond right away, and then he let it continue. He says that, and so he continued. He says, "I'd kill Cody Rhodes, please." He says, "Seriously, Cody Rhodes is a tool, not in my league. I'm retired." He said JBL did not stop there, as he then reminded Cody that the American Dream will not be there to lend an assist. Wow. Okay. He says, Cody Rhodes, hey, dumbass, your dad can't save you. Wow. Oh my gosh. He finally responded by saying, I'm thinking JBL had a few drinks tonight. He continued. Yeah, that's how it ended. Yeah. And then he kind of ended it right after there. Yeah, so that was about the gist of it. But yeah, I'd say he was pretty sure he was drinking pretty heavily. So fun times. That's funny to me. I don't know why it is. Then so back to Impact. Taya Valkyrie defeated Ray Lynn. Then she defeated her with her I can't remember. God, I can't remember what she calls it. Flight of the Valkyrie, I think it's what it's called. And then after the match, Tessa Blanchard came out and started attacking Valkyrie. The referee before Brandon Tully came out and told her to get and tried to pull her off of him, but then Gail Kim, but then Tessa turned her actions towards the referee, and then Gail Kim came in and threw Tessa around and tried to get her off the referee, and then Taya capitalized with a spear on Tessa. So and then Taya and Gail and then Tessa. So Tessa's sitting on the outside looking at Gail Kim and Taya. So first of all, I did not expect to see Gail Kim in the ring again, but here we are. So I don't know where this is going to lead. So I don't think we're going to get a Gail Kim Tessa Blanchard match because that'd be pointless. But I guess in my co-host's opinion, that'd be better than Taya and getting Taya and
I would rather see Taya Valkyrie have it that. I mean, give her like a seat or something.
Yeah. So there's that. I'm pretty sure. Speaking of Su Yung, we're gonna get to that in a second too. One thing we got is Johnny Impact was backstage talking about Cage. Cage talked about Johnny Impact earlier in the night, so now Impact is doing an interview about Cage. While he was doing his interview, Killer Cross came up behind Johnny Impact. Can I just say, I really like Killer Cross as a character. Can I just say that? He's a great wrestler too, but I get like this Bray Wyatt vibe from him in the sense that like when he talks, I gotta listen. I gotta hear. I'm interested to hear what he has to say. You know, it's like that. That's how I feel about Killer Cross, and I like that. I like that.
You know what I would love?
What?
If he would go ahead and get if he would just go ahead and get the the Rabbit Tribe because of Elkins.
Well, it's like that. It's like two different universes kind of thing, you know. Although I would like to see Paul London, but you know, I was about to say, well, how would they bring him in? But I was like, I know how, but I don't think. I feel like the way they're building Killer Cross and Impact, they're building him as like without moves, they're building him as like this one man, like wrecking machine. So, and he's pulling that off great, you know. It's kind of like mercenary type, and I like it. I like this. Like I said, whenever I see him, I'm like, "Ooh, Killer Cross." Now I'm like, Killer Cross. Like, what does he have to say?
Hey, you know what? You're like my friend. He says that every time he sees Moose. He watches Impact just to see whatever Moose is doing.
No, because I watch Impact for a bunch of reasons, but I fair enough. That's fair. Because like,
Moose, are you ready to jump again, Moose?
Oh my god. What was I gonna say? It did. Oh my god. Okay, so all right, let me get back. So Killer, like, because I watch Impact for a bunch of reasons. Killer Cross, like Killer, I'm slowly liking Killer Cross. It's not that I never didn't like him, but it was just like I didn't know what to expect. When his character got introduced, I didn't know what to expect. So now I'm like, okay, this is pretty cool. And then I watch it for obviously Allie, even though Rosemary isn't there yet. I watch it for that. Kira Hogan, because she's wrapped up in that whole thing too. And then I watch it for LAX, to be honest with you. I watch it for LAX. And because why not? So
Now, let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, he loves watching these random Sammy. He loves Sammy Callahan.
that too. Although he wasn't on the card last night, he wasn't on the show last night. So, but
that's because he took the night off because he was at a different thing that night.
Yeah, probably. So
Sammy Callahan's like all over the board, dude. So
yeah, that's the same rationale I had for why Allie wasn't there, because because I imagine they're probably still in probably doing like meet and greets somewhere. That's just speculation as far as that goes, but so yeah, he was trying. Killer Cross was trying to convince Johnny Impact that he needs his help to take Cage out. Johnny said the answer is still no, and he walked away. The next match, the Rascals, Desmond Xavier, Trey Miguel, and Zachary Wentz. They had a match against Mike Seidel and Chris Bay. Desmond Xavier and Zachary Wentz got the win. The way they got the win was probably the craziest thing I'd ever seen. So Zachary Wentz went for they call it hot fire flame. So what happened is Zachary Wentz went for a moonsault, like a standing moonsault, but as he went for the moonsault, Xavier like shoves him, like while he's in midair, he shoves him and he does the moonsault. So he's essentially doing a moonsault while like moving laterally and lands on the guy, and they got the victory like that. So I'd never seen anything like it. So that's how they got that win. Then backstage, Kira Hogan is she's did an interview about Allie, saying that saying she's begging her not to not to succumb to the darkness. She believes she's fully convinced that Allie hasn't lost herself to the dark side, but we've all been here before. We've seen what happens with stuff like this and if it looks like a dark duck and it quacks like a dark duck, it's probably succumbed to its darkness. The duck has probably succumbed to its darkness. So, yeah. That's what's going down with that one. Pretty sure we're going to get more from that next week. Do you have any thoughts on anything I've said so far, Donovan?
my thoughts are, to be honest, I really think it's Impact, but I'm tired of Taya Valkyrie being in the main event.
Okay.
LAX is fire. I don't really understand why Conan is involved in this. I really will be enjoying the Lucha Brothers return to Impact.
Okay.
And primarily, I just enjoy what I think the highlight of the show for me was Killer Cross's promo.
Yeah. It's good.
It was like, and that's sad. That was the best part of the show.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm with you. I agree. It was good. It was good. Like him trying to convince Johnny to help to ask for his help was good. I like the story. So they're not just jumping right into where the two challenger and champion are just trying to brawl every week or whatever. They're trying to add like an element to the story. And they're not, on top of that, they're not like jobbing him out. They're not just having him do something random. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So, and then
Exactly.
and then it's, oh, by the way, I don't know if you heard this. Did you hear me when I say this, that Rosemary celebrated that it's Rosemary's birthday was yesterday?
Yeah, I heard that.
Okay, yeah, she's 35. She looks great. Did you see the picture I posted in the group? Great pick. That was about the best pick I could find. But still, it's a good pick though. So,
I did, yeah.
so, and then this, I wouldn't say this is where it got weird, but if you guys remember last week, Alicia Edwards got Eddie committed. Yeah, she got him institutionalized in a place called
What a
Shady.
lovely life.
Yeah, I know that's the same thing I said. In a place called Shady Acres in Baltimore. Like last week, Eddie was looking for. Well, 2 weeks ago, Eddie and Moose had a match. During the match, Eddie Moose powerbombed Eddie onto the ramp and gave him a concussion in a sense. And then last week, to get vengeance on Moose, he trying to help Moose out. Alicia Edwards came to Moose and said, "Hey, look, Eddie's going to be here any minute now. You know, you should probably go." And he's like, "I'm going to stay right here." Then Moose, and then because if Eddie shows up, he's already got priors against him, so he'll just call the police and get Eddie arrested. So when Eddie showed up, like he did attack Moose, but however, Alicia called orderlies in to help restrain Eddie, and they sedated Eddie and got him committed. And then so this week we got to explain why Alicia said that the reason why she had Eddie institutionalized was because she says that the cops would have put him away for a long time if that didn't happen. So she eventually says one of the doctors comes in and tells Alicia that he needs rest because Eddie was said they're like sedated, very sedated, so he couldn't react to anything. Then Moose showed up. As Alicia left, Moose showed up, and I could see on Eddie's face like he really wanted to react but couldn't. So Moose went on to say about how all right, so remember how remember how the Young Bucks have a children's book called The Young Bucks Stand Tall? Well, Eddie Edwards has the same thing. Eddie Edwards has a children's book of his own called Anything is Possible, the Eddie Edwards story. And I feel like I honestly think this is like a great way to kind of get kids interested in wrestling by writing children's books. But anyway, so he started reading some of the book. He was going through the book saying like how some of this is like it's a fraud, how some of this it's kind of fraudulent because he left out the part about how Eddie turned his back on Moose. He left out the part about how bad a world champion he was, all this other stuff, how he messed up their friendship. And then he says that he before he walked away, Moose said that he hopes one day Eddie gets out someday. Then he said he was going to go check on his wife. So, yeah. Don't care what anybody says. I really love this story. This is a great story. I feel like there's going to be a payoff somewhere. I don't know how far they can take this, but they're taking it far. So yeah, this is great. This whole thing is great. So next, Eli Drake went on, had an interview about Tommy Dreamer. He said he basically went on a rant, said he's going to send Tommy Dreamer to the retirement home. Then Matt Sydal, next week we're going to get Matt Sydal against Ethan Page to qualify for the Ultimate X match next week at those who remember the Ultimate X match is at Homecoming for and it's going to crown a new X Division champion since Brian Cage surrendered the title for Option C. So I'm very curious as to who is involved in this match. I can't see Matt Seidel not getting it, not qualifying for the match, to be honest. But I don't know. We'll see. But I'm very curious. Very curious as to how that's going to go. So what do you think? What do you think? Who do you? Well, let me ask you this: who do you want to see in the Ultimate X match? Donovan. Okay. Well, personally, if I don't know how many people there, how many slots there are. But if we're gonna say, let's just say there's 6. It's a little much. Well, here are the 6 people. Here are the 5 people I'd like to see. Yeah, we'll say 5. I want to see Matt Seidel. I'd like to see Jay Chris. I would like to see Rick Swan. Phoenix. Definitely want to see Phoenix. Definitely Phoenix. Phoenix would do something incredible. And then I also want to see, if I had to pick one, the last person I want to see in there. Well, no, it can't be Phoenix. I say Dave Chris, Matt Seidel, Rick Swan. I want to see I don't know. There's a list. There's a lot of people in there I want to see. I want to see go in there and do it. There's a lot. Well, those are the 3 guys. I know I don't have any. Couldn't have anybody else. Can't think of it. Then Eli Drake versus Tommy Dreamer. The match went on pretty good, and then Eli Drake initially got called out, got lost by countout, but Josh Matthews said on the mic and said that the match will be no DQ and no countout. He just got a word from Impact officials. Right after the commercial, Dreamer went on him again. Then eventually, these 2 guys are just dragging each other back and forth. Back and forth, they're just going, and then eventually, he hit the gravy train. Eli Drake did hit the gravy train, and he kicked out. And apparently, that's the only person to ever kick out of the gravy train. And then Eli set up Tommy's head, so he's trying to guillotine. Took the rolling arm, broke it on the side of Tommy Dreamer's face, and got the 1, 2, 3. So. Backstage, Eli found a so that's that was all the Impact, and to be honest, I'm looking forward to whatever's next from the fallout from this for next week. So it should be interesting. So, where is my co-host? Donovan? Okay. So yeah, that's how that's going. So yeah, there's a lot that went into this. So very curious as to about where they're going to go from here, as far as everything on Impact. It was a very solid show. I didn't expect. I won't say I didn't expect much, but at least what we got. The thing I really like about the thing I really like about Impact is that it's slow building everything. You know, they're not just shooting. They're not like putting all their eggs in one basket in 1 week, so they don't have anything to do for the next couple of weeks. They're like letting everything play out. So, you're going to that fight? Oh, wait, are you Daniel? Are you fighting or are you going to a fight, Daniel? I'm curious. So, just let me know if you're going to the fight. If you're going to a fight, or if you are fighting itself, that's cool. That's really cool. I have to say, that is pretty awesome. And good luck. But if you are going to but if you are going to a fight, have fun. Just want to say that. Good news is Alexa. He got blocked. He must have been drunk texting him. Anyway, that so. So, good luck, man. Good luck. I hope you do well. If you do well, hopefully next time we see you, you'll have your first win. So you a southpaw, you a orthodox. So that's cool. Good luck in your first fight, man. I mean that wholeheartedly. So I'm looking at more. I'm scrolling through Twitter right now, and the interesting thing is that the thing I've always found amazing is that I don't understand how I've always liked the fact that in Impact Wrestling, like I was saying before, the fact that they slow build their feuds, trying to figure out what's up.
Yeah, and I like the fact that they're not oversaturated with people.
Exactly.
That's like something.
Exactly.
That's like something WWE really needs to think about. And like these specials. I mean, we all know how much Isaac actually really loved Crown Jewel, aka Blood Money.
Ooh, nice. No, not Crown Jewel, but.
I mean, we know you just couldn't get enough of that Crown Jewel.
I was disgusted. I don't know why I watched that thing. That's 2 hours of my life I'm never gonna get back. I'm not gonna get that back.
That's like every Monday when you watch Raw. That's 3 hours of your life you can't take back.
Now,
what you need to start doing. You need to look. Listen. This is some good advice. What you need to start doing is what I do. Watch Raw every Monday if you're gonna watch it, but only watch the first hour. Forget the rest.
That's fair.
Just watch like 1 hour Raw every week. I guarantee you won't bash Raw anymore.
You know what? I'm gonna try it.
Even fucking play.
I'm gonna try that. Here, I got here. I don't mean to cut you off, but I got comments. Daniel Macias, he's the only one on the live stream right now, and we appreciate that. I really do. He says he's got his first pro boxing fight in Dallas. He's going to be fighting. He's a left-handed. He's a southpaw. He's trying to figure out what song to come out to. Recommendation? This is person.
AC/DC Back in Black.
If I was gonna say anything, I'll probably personally come out to. I gotta go. What's that song I had in my head? Come out to Rage Against the Machine. Sleep Now in the Fire. That's my choice.
I said something like old school, but I'm not even that old.
Yeah. So you can't you can't really go wrong with any AC/DC or Rage Against the Machine as far as that goes. But or if I had one, this is actually a real one. Breaking Point, One of a Kind. For those of you who don't know, that's actually RVD. That was RVD's theme song when he was in WWE. So yeah, One of a Kind by Breaking Point.
How about if we're gonna go that route? How about Pantera? I'm trying to think of the name, but it's like Respect.
Walk. Song's called Walk. I know the song you think
Walk. That was Rob Van Dam's ECW theme.
Really? Oh, learning something new every day. Yeah. So those are my two songs. Rage Against the Machine, Sleep Now in the Fire. Come out to that. Come out to literally what I just said. I can't remember. Oh, Breaking Point, One of a Kind.
Glory. that'd be good. Any Eminem, I mean, that's like boxing. You can't go wrong with Eminem.
You really can't. Yeah, phenomenal by Eminem. You really can't. He says he's thinking. Someone slow. He said, "I'm thinking Guns N' Roses, November Rain, something slow to make him think he has." Yeah. I like it. Mind games. I can dig it. Oh, also, this is just a side note. If you were thinking of Go Rosemary's theme, which is called Left Behind. Let me find the artist for you. Yeah, just go that or he said Guns N' Roses November Rain. You think that'll be good?
It'd be good.
Yeah, that sounds good to me. So I can't.
I'm not bashing.
Kenneth Nixon, that's the guy's name. That's the guy who sings Rosemary's theme. So
I still kind of think AC/DC would be good because it's also slow.
Yeah. So he said some slow to make him think he has an easy fight. So November Rain, this is a good song. I ain't even gonna lie. That's a beautiful song. Very beautiful song. So I think I can dig with that. I can dig it. I can dig that. Yeah. But not that you really can't go wrong with Eminem phenomenal. Just saying. Just saying. So but back to what we were saying about Impact. So that's on what? That is on the 6th. And it's like fucking a good. That's a good. Like that's a full month away. They got plenty of time to build this, and the way they're doing it, they're not building. They're not rushing. They're not saying there's like the way they're building it. They're letting you know that hey, this isn't like next week. Homecoming isn't next week. It is like weeks, almost a month, a full month down the line. So that's how much story you have to set up for, and they are making it worth it. So then when the match does happen, it is a bigger payoff.
I got another spot you can try.
What?
Pieces of Eden, Satan's Arrival.
Is that slow or is that just hellish?
It's slow.
Okay. What else is going on? Do you have any news? Because I feel like I kind of exasperated everything I had. He says, plus I'm not losing. Ooh.
Got some confidence over there.
Yeah, he got some confidence. Yeah, he says plus he says no way I'm taking it out. He says his wife and his wife, daughter, and their unborn child will be there and say, hey, yeah, go out there, handle business, Daniel. You go out there, you handle business. They said next time we come on the show, I want to hear that you got a W. I want to hear that you got a dub.
And Daniel, I got one piece of advice for you because I used to be a big follower of boxing back in the day. I've actually taken kickboxing. So best thing you can do, since you're a lefty, stick and move. Keep the right hand out. Let him jab with the right. Let him conserve your punch. Pick your moment, and just stick and move. Just jab and move. Mostly just throw jabs. Get you a few tangent moves in there. And when you see an opening, nail that son of a bitch.
Yeah. Just do you, buddy. Do you? Like
because
I said,
I'm gonna tell you, for kickboxing, you can't use kicks, but it's still all the leg work, man. It's all leg work. And in boxing, there is a focal point called your square, and you want to make sure that when you nail that son of a bitch, you want it in your square.
Okay, how's it uploading it? Anyway.
And if you have to, stick him up some rapid punches too.
Keep them on edge.
Always, throw some variety in there. Stick and move. Throw some rapid punches. Get your tangent in. Jab. And that's the best way to do it, man. Those are like the best advices I can give.
Good luck though.
I mean, Muhammad Ali said it best: "Sting like a sting like a butterfly, and float like a bee." So do it.
Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee.
It's the opposite, actually. Muhammad Ali actually had a thing where he said you do the opposite: sting like a butterfly. You hit soft, but then you come at him erratic. That was late Muhammad Ali. When he lost his speed, he started hitting erratic.
Okay, noted.
That's why I said rabbit punch, stick and move. Just move in, hit your jabs, move out, move in, move out. Just stick and move. Hit him with quick moves. Wear him down. Don't wear yourself down. Make him come to you. If he's going to use power, if he's a power hitter, you know that's where you know that great agility training comes in. Like a wrestling match, except just your fist.
Exactly.
And more rules. It's not. I have no doubt he's going to win.
Yeah, just know that the guys from Golden Report are rooting for you. He says he was watching some tapes of the guy. He never puts his hands up to protect himself. Plus, he gets gassed by the second round. Oh, it should be easy. I want to say it should be easy because nothing ever comes easy, but make sure you go out there and earn it. So, keep it up, buddy. Keep it up. By the way, back to the topic. So, I was just on Facebook, and apparently Mick Foley made an appearance, and it came out to Becky Lynch's theme song. And he said he probably got the biggest pop of his career, like he's ever heard in his entire life. And he says yes. He says this is all on Twitter. He says a real Mick Foley coming out to Becky Lynch music, just awesome. Thank you, Chaos Wrestling. He said, yes, I made my entrance in #Bristol to Becky Lynch music. Biggest pop I received in years. For a brief shining moment, I was #the man.
Look, Foley, man.
Yeah.
Whoever's out there, whoever is listening to this, whether it be live or on the recording, man, y'all need to check out Mick Foley singing "Sexy Kurt." That is the most hilarious thing, and that's the bad part. It's Kurt Angle's parody of Shawn Michaels, and Mick Foley is singing it on karaoke.
I love it.
All right, so you ready to get some news? There's some rumors that
let's
Wrestling Inc. First one from Wrestling Inc.
Okay.
Comment. Fox wants Ronda Rousey on SmackDown. According to Wrestling Inc., the network thinks her mainstream popularity and credibility as a former athlete will help sell the show to advertisers.
I think it'll be honestly. Here's what I want. Here's what I want it. Honestly, the reason why I want this, I would be happy to see her on SmackDown because here's my thing. I know she has, but I firmly believe that if given the right platform, not that she hasn't had it on Raw, that they've just, but then again, it's Raw and they've just booked her to be Superwoman. I know that's not the right word. Anyway, my point is, Power Girl. Thank you. The thing is that I think with this on SmackDown, she can get like more developed better. You know what I'm saying? Because if you look at SmackDown compared to Raw, SmackDown, you probably going to get, I know the women's roster isn't, I wouldn't say it's not that strong compared to SmackDown, but although that's bullshit, because they have Becky and Charlotte, and I don't care what you say, Asuka's still high on there. So the thing is, I want to see her on there for two reasons. One, I want to see her have a match with
versus
Asuka.
Ronda.
Yes. I mean, who doesn't want that? Who in their right brain doesn't want that? Seriously.
Anybody that actually sees how they're booking Asuka?
That's actually completely fair. That is absolutely fair. I can't even
I mean, really, the
argue
only two
with
matches
it.
That really the only two big matches she could have is like with Becky and Charlotte. That's like not even a joke.
I mean, think about it. What if? Well, put it this way: what if they actually start building Asuka like you were supposed to fucking do originally the first time? Start booking her better.
She's got a long way to come, and WWE's just going to quick route it.
I know. I'm saying if they
she is going to eat an L to Ronda Rousey, dude. She is going to. They're going to build her just strong enough to possibly pose a threat, just to have her. Yeah, I'm telling you.
I know they will. I know they will. I'm not saying they're going to build her to beat her. Depending on this, no, it's not fair. I would.
You're optimistic.
I am way too optimistic. I'm trying to find an optimistic point to this, and I can't find it.
No, you're more than likely to get Kota Ibushi as the Universal Champion over Brock Lesnar than you are to get this.
That's very accurate. Then the other thing about it is that the fact that God, I don't want to go to work today. The fact that
look, here's the fact, ladies and gentlemen. Fox wants her on there. There is a lot more stiff competition on SmackDown, but
yeah.
The SmackDown women's roster doesn't have as much depth, and that's a huge shot because what? Raw's got Nia Jax, Alexa Bliss, Sasha,
Ember, Bayley.
Ember. I mean, they've got a lot more depth. What does SmackDown have? SmackDown's got Becky and Charlotte and Asuka, and then everybody else. You know damn well Naomi ain't going to beat her.
Yeah.
She's going to do ass attack her to death. You got Carmella. There's no way in hell Carmella's going to beat her. Carmella's going to run away, and she's face now. Sonya Deville, if they would build her, would really.
That was the other one I was going to say. Sonya versus Ronda, because like I said it before.
Sonya is absolute trash on SmackDown right now. They have not booked her for squat.
They really haven't. I mean, they I guess viewers say, well, they turned her face for Mandy. Is that why? Like, I mean, so I mean, I think.
You can't really say they turned her face. I mean, Mandy's being selfish, and Sonya's getting an opportunity.
I think it's like this past SmackDown was like the first time I remember anybody remotely even cheering for Sonya. They were cheering for Asuka, but still. Like when it came down to those two, I think people probably would have cheered equally if it was Sonya. She wasn't going to win it, but still.
They're starting to push Sonya just a little bit.
A little bit.
I don't get my hopes up because Mandy Rose and Sonya are both really good in the ring. It's just Mandy's really improved.
Let me ask you this. What if they had I know they will never do this because they're, I don't know, pick a word. What if they had a mid-card women's belt?
Not happening.
I know it's not happening, but what if?
You mean like a tag team title?
No, I mean like a singles mid-card title.
They're not going to do it. You're more likely to get the tag titles that are still rumored to come out.
Yeah. And then, they'll give all the women all the other women that are not fighting for the title something to fight for.
Well, like a tag title.
Yeah. Give this team of, I'm not going to lie, I do like the team of Naomi and Asuka, but still.
Hey, let's give it to somebody who's not going to get a push, somebody who's only getting pushed because of who they're married to. Good idea.
Yeah, fair enough. What are you going to do?
Let's give
I just say I like the tag team. Like, I don't.
Let's give it to Bayley and Sasha because they're not doing anything with them otherwise.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? Isaac really enjoyed. Let's give it to the Riot Squad. Why not? Let's have them Freebird rules it.
Yeah, why not? Because fuck it.
Why not? I mean, They'd be like the jobber heel version of the New Day that's just transitional for some Steve to win like Sasha Bailey.
Yeah.
You know what? Let's have Nia injure about 10 more people and her and Tamina can win. How about that?
Ooh, yeah, let's go with that. That sounds great. I like that idea.
And while you're at it, and you know what? While we're at it, let's have them defend it in an Inferno match
Ooh.
against Kane.
Ooh, yeah, and then Kane becomes the tag team champions, the women's tag team champions.
Yeah, and then Braun cashes in on Kane and becomes the women's tag team champion.
Yeah, and then all by himself, and then he won't have to defend it. He won't have to. He can just defend it by himself.
He'll team up with a little girl, man. Don't you know? He'll team up with a little girl when he gets stripped.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And it'll be a complete waste of time.
Yes.
It's like WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Why not?
In case you don't know, we literally just trolled like WWE for like 10 minutes. So
We literally just went down the list of stupidity that we see. Because the WWE would book this shit. They already have.
they would.
That's why we went back to the... I mean, like, this is why we literally went back to, fucking Braun Strowman. Because that's... when they want to kill something, that's how they kill it. It's probably just no idea. Braun Strowman retires the title. He's a partner.
This is crazy. This is nuts. This is nuts. So, what other news do you have?
I'm sorry, I just... We went way off topic here. I'm still on that, like, we just really went there. Alright. Alexa Bliss has some photos of herself at the Performance Center. A lot of people speculate she's beginning to train to return to the wrestling world on Raw. That's an update on Alexa Bliss. She's at the Performance Center.
I hope so.
I think that's good news.
Yeah, it's great news, actually. It's great news.
She's not going to be the heel authority figure.
Yay! Like, we need more of those.
Yeah, because that's all we got. I mean, we had Kurt Angle and Mick Foley who were like generic GM bots. And you got like two of the greatest, most entertaining people alive. You just let them go out there and do their own thing. Yes, I get Mick Foley forget shit, but Kurt Angle could be entertaining. He's boring as a GM.
Yeah. It was Kurt Angle.
Oh,
Kurt freaking
I'm gonna
Angle.
I'm going to quote Stone Cold Steve Austin circa 2003 and 4
Uh-huh.
Lance Storm. Boring!
Kurt was like literally one of the greatest characters you had for what his gimmick was. And
if he's a heel or a face, he's still entertaining.
exactly.
He was with John Cena. He was like just joking around. It's Hugonomics, woo!
And then
And then John Cena's up and says, "What you gonna do, Cena? What you gonna do?" Just quickly shift that gear. He says, "I can make you a guarantee." He says, "John Cena, I ain't gonna take your crap. You step up to me, and I'm gonna make your ass tap." See, that's entertaining.
it was.
And it's simple.
Is it
You don't need oversaturated bullshit like the constipated Corbin and all this fucking Jason Jordan son angle. Why do you need to overcomplicate this? You're a GM. Bischoff was a good GM. John Laurinaitis was a horrible GM.
hated John Laurinaitis. Like when he got fired, I was like through the roof. I wanted to jump through my roof in celebration.
You know what's really sad is when Vicky Guerrero was actually about to leave Raw. It was probably the first time she was actually entertaining. When she was about to leave.
Yeah, that
It was
was.
the first time that. I mean, how the hell are you going to spend all these years disrespecting? That is like total slandering the Eddie Guerrero, man. That is just. It's not even fucking cool, man. It's not even funny. It's just ridiculous. This woman did not need to be dragged through the mud like that.
We really didn't.
But anyways, getting back to what I was saying. And here's the epitome of Vicky Guerrero's entire WWE run. Edge and Vicky Guerrero in a relationship. Enough said. So anyway, back to what I was talking about. So we do have some more news. I mean, it's good for Alexa Bliss. I'm really happy because I love Alexa Bliss. She's great.
What other news do you
It's
have?
previously reported that the previously reported Super Push for Marv Sullivan on the main roster will likely include a bidding war on his services Pro Wrestling Observer Radio, PW Insider, Elite Audio, Mike Johnson speculated it would seem to be smaller to how heel managers fought over Bam Bam Bigelow during his WWF debut. You know, me and Tori talked about this yesterday, but the way Lars Sullivan is coming about, he really reminds us both of a Bam Bam Bigelow.
You said Lars?
Lars Sullivan, yeah, he reminds us of a Bam Bam Bigelow.
I kind of get that vibe.
And I mean, you know what? I'm not even bad about that. Like, if that's how they're going to book him and push him, I'm fine with that. Bam Bam Bigelow was a really cool dude. I got to meet him once, and he's a really down to earth, cool dude. It sucks that he passed away. He was, it's a big loss. He was all over the globe, man. He was like in everything. ECW, WCW, WWF. The man was just a good guy. Nobody, there's not a lot of complaints. He made some asinine comments, but not nearly what you're getting out of some of the wrestlers now.
Yeah. So, I don't even know what to say. So, for those who don't know, Xavier Woods is in Manila right now. I'm trying to remember what he's. Yeah, he's in Manila.
Do you have the Fight TV app?
I do, yes.
Okay, then I have some good news for you coming.
Okay.
Yeah, you wanted to say something? I'm sorry, but the next one is about Jim Ross.
Oh, well, what did you want to say about Jim? About JR?
Jim Ross, according to Raja.com, Jim Ross is involved with the All Elite Wrestling Project, says Raja.com, possibly even management level.
Ooh, that should be good.
Well, he's the one that called up to a hope so you'll never make it in the wrestling business.
Yeah.
But I think he learned his lesson after she slapped him and broke his nose.
Yeah. So. I'd be surprised if not surprised, but I'm still trying to imagine she must have been very powerful to with all that force to do that. Just saying. So it's incredible. That's what it is.
Oh, Nick sent a comment. How about AC Smooth becomes the WWE Undisputed Tag Team Champion on both Raw and SmackDown?
Why not? Why not?
You know, that part, Anthony is entertaining as hell.
He
I
is.
wouldn't have a problem with that. He's entertaining.
He's great.
If he was AC Smooth and he was doing that brain buster and just, doing his heel antics and just doing his thing like the DiBiase type, Ted DiBiase type heel, I'm going to do it. He really does remind me of, AC Smooth, he reminds me of a Ted DiBiase character.
Like $1 Million Man? Obviously.
Yeah. Not Ted DiBiase Jr. He's good in the ring, but he had no charisma at all.
It's kind of a shame, to be honest with you. I like them.
I was a fan of his, just so you know.
Of Ted DiBiase Jr.? Yeah, he was cool. I liked him. He had an edge to him, He had an edge to him.
Yeah, the bad part was he came in with Cody, and he actually was more prolific than Cody, and he left where Cody's at. This could have been Ted DiBiase Jr., but he didn't do it. He didn't go for it like Cody did. So, it is what it is, man. But, AC Smooth does remind me of a Ted DiBiase type character. He'll get count-out wins. He'll say, fuck it, if he's a champion, get counted out.
Mm-hmm.
You have to force him to fight. He won't show if he can get away with it. I mean, just sneaky, conniving little shit, manipulative. I mean, that's Ted DiBiase. I am not even, and he'll try to, get people to come in for him, like Jericho, Eli Drake, Triple H.
That makes sense.
This all happened, by the way. All right, Isaac, I got some good news for you.
Okay. What have we got?
PW Insider, Pro Wrestling Insider says that an announcement could be coming as early as today, that a live stream of New Japan's Wrestle Kingdom 13 will be available on the Fight TV app.
Ooh.
So for those of you that have the Fight TV app, this is great news.
Yeah. Just make sure you get up early for it. If you want to see it live, just saying, because it's going to be on at like, 3, 4 in the morning. On a Friday. I'm going to be there. That's for sure. So here's something else I want to do. So Denny Fedor in the Pro Wrestling Talk. Huh?
Oh, what?
Wait, what did you say?
I still have more news.
Oh. No. I was going to get back to the news, but I wanted to get an opinion on something. It says what he has on here a poll for the match of the month of November. He has Marufuji versus Kano at Global League in Pro Wrestling Noah. Aleister Black versus Johnny Gargano War Games. Dream Ciampa War Games. Flair versus Ronda Survivor Series. Evil and Sonata versus Elgin and Cobb in Tag League. Daniel Bryan versus Brock Lesnar Survivor Series. Naito versus Zack Sabre Power Struggle. Jordan Devlin versus Pete Dunne this past week. The War Games match. Kairi Sane versus Shayna Baszler War Games. Ziggler versus Dolph on Raw this past Monday. Roppongi 3K.
Ziggler versus Dolph on Raw?
Yeah. Ziggler versus Rollins. Shut up. Ziggler versus Rollins. Ziggler versus Rollins on Raw. Roppongi 3K versus Shingo versus Bushi and Shingo versus Desperado and Kanemaru at Power Struggle. Then Daniel Bryan versus AJ at SmackDown, or Evil versus Chris Jericho match of the month. Personally, yeah, out of those.
What do you got?
I was gonna say, even though I like Gargano, Black, Velveteen Dream Tommaso Ciampa was great.
It was. I mean, not counting the War Games match itself, because that's like in a different league of its own.
Yeah.
I gotta go with it. Because Jericho and Evil's really, I mean, it put Evil over, but it didn't,
put him
It
over.
was a shitty It was a shitty finish. He was just sitting there dominating the whole match, just one counter into a loss of Jericho, he wins.
Yeah.
He was booked strong, but he did win, and he lost shitty. So, no.
So what do you think?
I'm going to go with Velveteen Ciampa. Timmy Callahan really hasn't been doing much himself, but that's notable this month. In November, anyway.
Yeah. So
he
what?
hasn't really been in a big match. So what do you mean? I'm saying I'm agreeing with you, Velvet.
No. I get it. So what? What was that?
You want the news?
Yeah.
Well, there is speculation there is a rumor that it's just that, a rumor. Why Asuka's being added to the Charlotte Becky match.
So what is that?
Because they're going to protect Charlotte and Becky, being that they're both red hot, going into a feud with future feuds with Ronda. So I think you could go ahead and piece together why they
Yeah.
actually have the woman in the match.
Yeah. That's fair. It's fair. I mean, why not?
She's going to eat the L.
I mean, did anybody expect anything different?
Your optimism did.
That is true. My optimism was through the roof. Emi's too. So Emi's is like on another planet.
Yeah, but Imai says that Imai also reports from Ringside News that Asuka's going to win. So
Yeah. So that's true. So yeah. Any other news?
okay, well, yeah, we have some news. Big Show told TMZ that he signed a new deal with WWE not long ago, and
Great.
is expected to stick with the company for at least a few more years. And he got another 3-year deal, and he will be featured more on TV. Yay!
Yeah, it's just what we need. I got some news myself.
It's Big Slow.
According to
turn face and heel 3 times a night now.
according to PW Guru, Ali is making her Southside Wrestling debut in the UK in 2019, in February 3rd and March 3rd, in London and St. Neots.
Well, according to the Wrestling Observer, because we totally believe everything that they say, due to the high numbers of Starrcade, we can expect more future programs.
Yeah.
Specials.
Yeah.
Same 1 hour format.
Or our programs that people can spoil the night before. Or WWE themselves can spoil the night before.
Yeah, but you know what? Even though that they didn't even have. Well, people spoiled it because we knew we weren't going to get all the matches. I mean, let's be honest, dude. The special, it was a digestible hour. You got the highlights. Yes, you didn't get Bray Wyatt. No, you didn't get Seth Rollins versus Dean because they're wanting that to be prominently shown at TLC, but you got rewarded if you watched the match. 5. And we got a lot of references, like the women in the ring with Elias, that there was going to be a tag match out of that. But that's the thing. It was a digestible, enjoyable 1 hour of wrestling.
It was.
Simon Miller from What Culture also agreed. He said that, we would have liked to have seen some of the other matches, but this was digestible. It wasn't over the top. The main event was AJ and Samoa Joe, which Joe could have beaten AJ because he doesn't have a belt, but he is the number 1 contender. And it was essentially a house show, and Samoa Joe was not going to go over AJ at a house show.
Yeah, no. Is AJ even going to go? Is Joe even going to go over AJ at all?
I got a better question. Is Joe going to go over anybody anymore at all?
Yeah, that's a way better question than what I said.
It's a Survivor Series, and that's it.
So
I would love to see him get at least 1 elimination.
So yeah, what else? What else you got, buddy?
He sounds like I'm just ready to get out of here. Also, per the Observer, Kevin Owens has signed with WWE for 2023.
Yeah, he just got to get off injury first. So then we'll see.
Well, his contract was up and he signed a new deal.
Okay.
Speculation over whether Sami Zayn, as his contract is also coming up.
I got here. Daniel says Vince should bring back Halloween Havoc.
Yeah. I mean, because Halloween Havoc is so good. The worst wrestling match of all time. The only negative 5-star match was Hogan versus Ultimate Warrior Halloween Havoc '98.
I gotta
bring back.
Yeah, I've never seen, but should I waste my life watching this match to see how bad it is?
Yes. As a true wrestling fan, you should always aspire to know what the best wrestling and the worst is.
All right. I'm gonna add it to the list.
Trust me. Any Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns makes that match, in comparison, looks like a 4.5-star match.
Okay, well, I don't care what anybody says. The reason why I like this match at SummerSlam is because that Brock lost. That's literally it. I don't care. Y'all can have me all you want.
After 4 matches, he finally lost. Good job.
Yeah.
After being handed title shot after title shot for no apparent reason whatsoever.
So we're not talking about WrestleMania 6. We're talking about Halloween Havoc. All right, let me see this thing. Oh God, I don't want to do this.
Halloween Havoc is worth the Chamber of Horrors. and War Games were also prominently featured.
That's why we just find this on here. Let me just find this on the network. I look for it on YouTube like a mark.
Halloween Havoc. Ultimate Warrior.
Let me see this thing. I can't believe this. No, I don't believe you that it was bad. I was just like, hang on. I clicked the wrong thing. WCW. There we go. Let's see. Halloween Havoc. Was it the main event?
Yes.
Okay. All right. I got it here. So okay. So all right. I'm gonna watch that as soon as we get off, and then I'll talk to you later about it. So, do you have anything else? Because I just realized what time it is.
According to PW Insider of Major League Wrestling and what is this, BETW or something? Oh, BELN.
Oh yeah, that's like the network,
Sport.
whatever. That's their network or whatever that they come
Are
on.
planning multiple live specials in 2019.
I think one of them. I think I saw something about that. One of them was supposed to be in like Miami.
Yeah, I heard about that.
That sounds like fun.
I'm not opposed. I like MLW.
It's different.
I'm really
It's
getting
different.
into it.
It's different.
Huh?
It's different.
Well, everything's different, man.
Yeah. Whew. Whew.
I'm tired of staying low key with his chimpanzee face on my TV as a champion, though.
Yeah, that is getting kind of repetitive, because he's like super heel. Because not only is he champion, he's like super heel at the same time with the faction, whatever faction he's running. So, looks kind of.
Tell him Planet of the Apes hadn't a new sequel yet. Go back on TV, man. Go back to movies.
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird.
I'm not even like nobody being racist or anything. He looks like a fucking chimpanzee.
He does though.
Put a picture of him make an angry face next to a chimpanzee and tell me what the difference is all besides height. I'm not even fucking playing. This dude looks like a fucking chimpanzee shape. He's got a chimpanzee head, man. And they probably call it. You know what his Planet of the Apes name is? Caval.
Why does that fit though? That's what's so messed up.
This is just me trolling, man. I mean, I'm not like I don't hate Loki. I mean, he's one of those guys that's from the Austin Aries camp, or he's got a bad attitude. I mean, he's a great wrestler, he is, but he doesn't.
I didn't know. I was looking this up. Apparently, I didn't know he pulled out a blood sport with. He was supposed to be in blood sport against Matt Riddle until Minoru Suzuki came in. He backed out. I didn't know that.
He's had a lot of he's from Brooklyn. He's from the same era as CM Punk, Samoa Joe, Homicide, Jay Lethal, which Jay Lethal's a teenager then, and Amazing Red.
Yeah, I remember that.
He's from that era. I mean, goddamn, the dude was in the first ever TNA X Division match.
Who did he face?
Well, it was a double elimination where you start off. It was him, Psychosis, Jerry Lynn, and AJ Styles.
Ooh. Huh. Is it the match I have saved in my favorites right now? I have AJ versus Christopher Daniels versus Samoa Joe for the World Heavyweight Championship in 09 or 05. I haven't watched it yet. I heard it was good. Somebody said it was like the best triple threat they'd ever seen. Curious to see if it lives up to its name. If it lives up.
And don't forget Hulk Hogan versus Ultimate Warrior. Rolling Havoc 98. You gotta watch it.
Right.
And once you watch that, you'll appreciate every other terrible Raw match.
Yeah, probably. All right. So, do you have anything else? Because I was about to. I did watch the Andre the Giant documentary. It was very good. It's very good.
Are you talking about the one on the documentary channel, or
Yeah.
the one WWE did?
The one HBO, the Andre the Giant one on HBO. I watched it. It's good.
Oh, yeah, I've seen it. It's great. Where he was in Chernobyl and all that, like growing up.
Yeah, something like that. No, he was in
The one
France.
where he's like the one where they actually had a picture of him getting in the car.
Yes, on the plane, sitting on the
That
plane.
car-
No,
How the hell did you get this man in that tiny ass car?
I don't know.
He must have been a clown or some shit because he's sitting in tiny cars and shit.
Yeah, don't know how they pull it off. Don't know.
That man was just one of a kind, man. You can tell he came from like nothing.
So I was gonna ask. So who do you think should they? So they did Andre. They did Flair. Because I don't think you can have like anybody else. If you're gonna do one, they have to have them. Flair has to have one, and Andre. I can't argue with those. So who do you think?
So you're saying who should be next?
Who should be next, like on that scale? Because WWE, they're gonna put out documentaries all the time. They're fucking DVDs and shit. I'm talking about on a national level. I'm talking like ESPN, HBO, Showtime, whatever. Who should be the next wrestler to get a documentary like that?
You mean like what guy on that Mount Rushmore should be up there?
No, I'm saying who should get a documentary like that, like Flair, Nature Boy, 30 for 30.
And Andre. Who's on the scale with those two?
Exactly.
Who would be next on the scale?
Yes.
That's a no-brainer. Bruno Sammartino.
I can't even deny that. I can't. Jamie joins us. He said Steamboat or Roddy Piper.
I'm going to say San Martino before that.
Yeah.
Because like if you say Steamboat or Roddy Piper and you're getting into that, you got to dive into wrestlers before them, and like I feel like that. I feel like that we should probably get a Bob Backlund before we get them.
But I mean, I feel like at the same time, I don't know what to do ones with like. Not that those guys aren't big names. And we know who they are. We as wrestling fans know who they are.
But if you're gonna get into wrestling history and you've done Ric Flair and you've done Andre, because Andre's like, I mean, he's a like everybody loved him. He's too well known and too loved, and there'll never be another big man like Andre the Giant.
Right, and then you had Flair. Flair was
like decades of just fucking legendary. I mean,
yeah.
But if you're gonna go after Flair, I mean, you can't really go like just an '80s guy like Ricky Steamboat or somebody like that. You gotta really go with like a really really old school legend. Like you gotta go Bruno Sammartino.
I can't argue with it. Well, here we got some more suggestions. He says he can't deny. Yeah, he can't deny Sammartino. I'd say I want to see Savage get one, Randy.
Yeah,
but I see your point though.
There's a lot of guys that you got to go with before Savage. I mean, like you got to go with like the Von Erichs. You got to go with the Freebirds or something like that. You got to go like the Legion of Doom. You got to go a little bit more old school that had more standing, like with Flair.
I know what I'm saying, but because when I say, because notice who those names I said. I said Flair and Flair and Andre. We know who all those other guys are. Casual wrestling fans will know who they are. Maybe because like I showed my dad because I won't shut up about Ric Flair when I talk to my dad. But it's like you need people. I feel like you're gonna have to make one that a casual wrestling fan who may not, for some reason, know
Actually,
who Backlund
before
is.
Bruno San Martino, there is one, and I know everybody's going to hate it, but you can't. But the one that's up there in that echelon is Hulk Hogan.
I know, that's.
Even with people who
I
don't
was-
watch wrestling, not even a casual fan, but somebody who doesn't
I can't.
know much about wrestling, they know the name Hulk Hogan.
Yeah,
He is a household name.
yeah. So that's what I was getting at when I originally asked this question. I'm saying, who on that level of Andre, of Flair, not that San Martino, Backlund, and guys aren't on that level, but who on like the level of celebrity, and not just wrestling celebrity, but like national wide celebrity would you put on there? Now, don't get me wrong. I know San Martino in his time, he was like a hero to people, but like I'm talking like guys, like you said, you know. Daniel Macias says next time you're here, he says next time y'all hear from me, somebody's gonna have gotten these hands. Go get him, buddy. Go get him, Daniel. Go get him, buddy. But the thing is, like I said, you need somebody on the level of on the celebrity, not just wrestling, but on like national celebrity of Hogan, of Flair, and Andre, you know. And so I think if you're gonna do it, you gotta do Hogan. And then after that, then you want to do because I don't think people are gonna, especially like nationally, like news isn't gonna cover, ESPN isn't gonna cover. They're not gonna cover a story like, because notice when they made the Flair documentary, they had Flair on there like all week in the build up to it. You know, when they made the Andre documentary, like close to it, they had like, well, no, that was close to WrestleMania. Actually, they had Triple H and stuff on there. But you see what I'm saying, though. So if you're gonna do one on that level, you got to do it Hogan. It's got to be Hogan. Now, I'm not saying I wouldn't like to see a San Martino. I'd like to see it because I like to see what he did, some of the stuff like that. I wouldn't mind seeing a Backlund. I wouldn't mind seeing a great Muda, maybe. You know, I wouldn't mind seeing that. I wouldn't mind seeing a Piper, a Steamboat, or a Piper documentary. You know, I want to see a Savage documentary. I really do. But I feel like you got to go Hogan. If you're going to do one on this level, you got to go Hogan. Can you argue with that? And he hung up. And he's gone. So, and he's gone. So anyway, with that being said, because he just dropped off the face of the earth, we're going to end it right here. Thank you all for joining us. We really appreciate it. I agree. Definitely the Von Erich should get one. So we're going to talk to you guys later. We'll see you next time. Till then, y'all stay golden. All right. Oh, by the way, final thoughts. Rosemary is there is a lot of good going on. I love the way Impact is building her return, because notice, like, they're not really, it's like they're making you forget, not even forget, they're making you wait, but they know the payoff is going to be big. You know? Because let's face it, this payoff is going to be big. We're being honest with ourselves. So, till then, you guys have a good night. You guys have a good day. We'll talk to you guys later. I'll stay golden. Peace.